Good morning, dear students. For today in science, we are moving on to our next chapter, that is sorting materials into groups. The fourth chapter in science. Sorting materials into groups. Okay, now just look into your surroundings. What are the things that you can observe in your surroundings? Yes, we can observe maybe pen is there, pencil is there, then chairs, table, then curtains, door, etc. These are the things that we can see in our surrounding, isn't it? All these things are objects. Then what are objects? Yes, objects are anything that we can see or touch. Okay. So, anything that we can see and touch is called as objects. Okay. So, in our surroundings there are different types of objects like chalk and then duster, then stones, etc. These all these are objects, and these objects are prepared by using different materials, isn't it? So and also these objects are different in their size, shape and colors. Now just look into this chalk. What is the color of this chalk? Yes, it is white in color and the shape is just cylindrical in shape, isn't it? And just look into this stone. What is the color of this stone? Yes, it is a brown in color and also it is irregularly shaped, isn't it? So each objects will be having different size, shape and colors, and the materials that is used to prepare and the components of these objects give the difference in their colors, then size and shape. Okay, now just look into this picture that you can see different types of objects which is placed in different areas. Just look into the picture.
This is the photograph of a grocery shop. Here the things are arranged systematically. And this is another picture. Here also we can see all the objects are sorted and placed systematically.
So what is the advantage of placing different things in different places? Because we can easily locate those objects. So in that picture we can see the different objects, the different materials are placed in different places, so that the shopkeeper can easily find out the things for buyers. Okay, so it's a term called a classification. So the term classification, it is the grouping of different objects based on their similarities and dissimilarities. Okay, so the classification is the grouping of different material based on their similarities and dissimilarity. In the case of a shop, we can see different objects are placed in different places based on their similarities. Okay, and based on the classification, you can have an activity in your textbook, that is to classify different objects on the basis of the given criteria like fruits, vegetables, cereals, fibers and spices. Okay, so there is a table provided in your textbook. There is provided many objects like potato, wheat, cotton, black pepper, apple, silk, lady's finger, maize, chili, orange, wool, turmeric, mango, tomato and rice. So you have to classify these objects based on fruit, vegetable, spice, cereal, fiber, in which these objects are grouped into these kind of different categories. So you have to write that in your notebook. Okay. So there are so many important for this classification. What are the importance of classification? Okay, first one is it helps in the systematic study of things. Okay, it helps in the systematic study of objects. And it also helps in the identification and locating different things. Okay, it helps in the identification and also locating different things. And then the next one is it helps to study the properties of objects and also to observe any pattern in these properties. And the last importance for this classification is it helps to identify how the members of a group differ from the members of another group. Helps to understand how the members of a group differ from the members of another group. So these are the importance of classification. Okay, first one is it helps in the systematic study of objects and it helps in the identification and locating different things. And it also helps in the study of the properties of objects and also the patterns of these properties. And also it helps to understand how the members of a group different from the members of another group. These are the importance of classifying the objects. Okay. So then we are moving on to the next area, that is what is a material? Okay. Material is the thing or substance that is used to prepare the objects. Okay, so material is a substance or thing that is used to prepare objects. A substance or thing that is used to prepare objects. Okay. All objects are made of one or more materials. Okay. For example, in the case of a cloth, we have studied that many things, many materials are used to prepare clothes like cotton, silk, etc. So, in the case of a wood or a chair, wood is only used. Wood is the material that is used. Okay. And in the case of a spoon, what is the material that is used to prepare the spoon? Yes, steel is the material that is used to prepare the spoon. So, what is a material? Material is a substance or thing that is used to prepare objects, different types of objects. Okay. Then we are moving on to the next, that is some objects are made of different kinds of materials. For example, in the case of a plate, plate can be prepared from plastic, either from plastic or from stainless steel. Or from glass, brass, etc. So, many kinds of material, different kinds of materials can be used to prepare an object. There is a table that is given in your textbook, that is an activity to find different materials from which the given objects can be made. There is a list of objects and you have to write the materials they are made of. Okay, for example, here is provided chair. So, chair can be prepared from plastic, wood, etc. Okay, and you have to write the rest of the objects and their materials they are made of. Okay, so there is provided clothes, coins, utensils, shoes, pen. Okay, so you have to complete the table, that is activity 2 in your textbook. And different types of material can be prepared from the same material. That is, different kinds of objects can be prepared from the same material. How? For example, in the case of plastic, we can prepare plastic toys, then utensils, then plastic chairs, bottles. So, different types of objects can be prepared from a single material. Plastic is the only material used to prepare these kinds of different objects. So, there is another activity, another activity in your textbook, that is activity number 3. To find different types of objects that can be made from same material. So, it is given that wood, glass, iron, copper, leather and paper. You have to find the objects made of this material by using the hints provided below. So, there is many hints are given. So you have to select the materials used to prepare these materials. Okay, select the objects that is prepared from the materials provided in this portion, like wood, glass, iron, copper. So you have to complete the activity number 3 in your textbook. Okay. And there is possibility, there is chances of making different types of object, making things from the combination of different materials. Like in the case of industrial products like biscuits. What are the things that is used to prepare a biscuit? We have studied it in our previous chapter, that is sources of food. Different components or different ingredients are used to prepare different types of food items. Similarly, in the case of other products like biscuits, different materials, the combination of different materials can be used to prepare things. The things that is used to prepare biscuits are maida, then sugar, milk and vanaspati ghee. Milk and vanaspati ghee. So these are the different materials that is used to prepare biscuit. So combination of these materials can be used. So from all these we can conclude that we can write the conclusions here. Okay. From all this, the conclusions are: an object is made up of different types of material. An object can be made of different material. And different types of objects can be prepared from the same material. Okay, different types of objects can be prepared from the same material. Okay, in the case of plastic, we can prepare different materials like plastic toys, plastic utensils, then plastic chairs, etc. So, different types of objects can be prepared from the same material. Okay, and the third one is combination. The objects can be prepared from the combination of materials. From the combination of materials. Okay, so these are the conclusions that we have derived from the things that we have studied. The first one is an object can be made of different material. Okay, and different types of objects can be prepared from same material. Objects can be prepared from the combination of materials, like in the case of biscuits and all. Okay, is that clear to you? So, the next portion that we will discuss in our next class. Before that, there is another activity for you in your textbook, that is activity number 4. To find the combination of materials needed to make an object. So, there is provided the list of objects like vegetable curry, tea, chair, terracotta and concrete. So, you have to select the selects from the hints provided below the combination of materials that the objects are made of. So you have to complete activity number 4 also. So from today's class you have to complete 4 activities in your textbook, that is 4 tables. Okay, so you must have to done it in your notebook. Okay, thank you.